to the Biscuits and Blurays podcast, where we watch Blu-rays and the biscuits. Are you okay? Are you okay, biscuits?
Are you okay, Blurays?
Okay.
Who are your hosts?
Oh, we're your host, James and Jade. Hello. Sorry,
James and
my
Jade.
head is full of thoughts because this is your fault.
Hee hee.
I blame you entirely for this because Michael is out in cinemas now,
Mm-hmm.
and we have not been able to go.
Well, not just yet.
Not just yet. We'll catch it eventually, and everyone's talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson's all the rage, but we're not leaving the house.
No. So how do we get our Jackson fix without going to see it at the cinema?
Well, we could have watched The Wiz.
Which we already watched last year during Wicked Months.
More like The Piss.
The shiz.
Right. Okay, so we watched, and this is all you. You were pushing for this. You've been pushing for this for weeks.
I know I have.
What's your motive?
I watched Moonwalker, well, part of Moonwalker as a child. And I remember in particular one scene, like, completely blowing my mind. But I also remember a lot of it just being so foolish, so much tomfoolery. And I thought, you know what? It's that time now in my life when I must rewatch this from the start.
I don't think you can apply the word tomfoolery to what is going on here. Because I've never...
Of course you can.
I've never seen that film before, and I never want to see it again. However, I can appreciate, weirdly, it's a masterpiece.
Oh yeah, 100%. So much work and talent and effort have gone into this.
But in a masterpiece, like a what's a good way to describe it? Like a car crash you can't look away from, or like a.
It's so bad it's good, but it's not good.
It's just it's so weird, Jade. And you paid to rent it as well.
I did. This cost me £3.49, and we have another 46 hours to watch this rental.
How many times will we watch it in the next 24 hours?
Every 2-3 hours, maybe.
Once every 90 minutes, which is how long it is. It felt so much longer. The beginning, I think, really drags, and then after Smooth Criminal, it is a lot quicker. But so many of these songs seem to have extended mixes for some reason. Let's talk about it. But first, we've got to address the man, the myth, the legend, Michael Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
You a fan?
I am a big fan of his music.
Okay. His personal life, we won't really talk about much on this.
No, we're not that kind of podcast, guys.
If you've come here for that, we're not going to address it. However, the elephant in the room is sat staring at me.
It is, yeah.
So I quite like his music as well.
Yeah.
He's a very good entertainer. He's a strange man.
He was such a showman.
Okay.
I mean, when you think about the other showmen around that time, you've got David Bowie, you've got Freddie Mercury. They all had such a distinct singing voice and a distinct look. Michael Jackson was one of them.
Okay.
He just completely rose above a lot of other stars in the 80s.
And at this point in his life, and this film came out in 1989, he could rule the world if he wanted to.
Oh, yeah. He was printing money by this point.
Yeah. So much so, he funded this.
All of it.
I would assume so.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, not being funny, he managed to spend $47.5 million for the Beatles' back catalogue.
Okay.
That's not a small amount of change, that, just to be throwing on something like that. So
that's a Jade Jackson fact.
It is. So
do you have more of those?
I will be coming out with my Jade Jackson facts.
I'm gonna keep getting them from you because there's not much going on in this movie.
No, it is just a mishmash of different music videos and kind of I say short stories.
It's short stories. When you say short stories, I think like Edgar Allan Poe or something. I wouldn't put that in the same category as that.
Smooth Criminal, I would. Absolute masterpiece.
We will talk about Smooth Criminal separately. Thank you.
Yes.
However, this is a vanity showcase.
Yes.
And it's weird to me. In fact, no, it's not weird to me that he's done this. But why has he done this? And you've got a good theory on this.
I think from watching this that he was a massive lover of film.
Uh-huh.
We can see it already when we watch the Thriller music video and in a couple of other things he's done.
Yep.
He's clearly inspired by what he sees on the big screen, and I love that. And all through this, you can see where he's wanting to act out his favourite movie scenes, or he's got a character in there that represents another film at the time. Me and you were spotting it almost like Easter eggs. It was like, oh, that's Back to the Future. Oh, that's Batman and Robin.
That's
E.T.,
yeah.
Yeah, it was all over it.
Mm-hmm. So do you think he just sort of went, I've not really got anything to do between albums. Let's make a
Well, in one of the beginning songs, there was a picture of him with Spielberg, wasn't there?
He did know Spielberg. There's that famous picture of him next to E.T.
Obviously, we know that he was friends with Landis because he did the Thriller music video.
Knobhead. John Landis, yeah.
Yeah, so clearly...
He knew Scorsese. It's a weird time.
So if you love all of that and you've got all this money to burn, you've got a music out, so you've got an album you need to promote and possibly a tour, you know what? It's a vanity project.
But I would argue that money could be put to more use elsewhere.
Yeah, to see how much he was doing for charity around this time.
Yeah. This has a budget of 22 million.
Yeah.
And most of it is stuff that's been shot before.
Yeah.
So it didn't get a US release.
Mm-hmm. I find that so weird.
Well, I don't know why. It didn't explain. But it said it went straight to video there and then released in theaters elsewhere.
Oh.
So it's unclear how much this movie actually made.
I would love to have been a fly on the wall for a family that have the dad's gone out to Blockbuster and bought it back on VHS and gone, oh, this is Michael Jackson, this is his new film. Mm-hmm. Let's put it on and just watch the family go, what the fuck are we watching?
It's not unheard of that. We haven't seen Purple Rain.
No, we haven't.
So we don't know how that pans out. But Prince has got a movie. Bowie has acted.
Yeah.
It seems like a natural progression for a mega superstar.
Yeah, I mean, we see it now, don't we? With the likes of, obviously, Madonna's done it.
Has she?
Yeah, Evita. She's done loads of movies, hasn't she?
Oh yeah, she has. She's directed a few as well.
Yeah, so we see it now. It seems like a natural progression. Lady Gaga's obviously been doing it.
Sabrina's doing it. Carpenter.
Yeah, well, she came from acting as well, didn't she? Well, she's always kind of balanced the line between the two. But a lot of people are multi-talented in that way. You asked me during this whether I think Michael Jackson's a legitimate, like his acting comes across as quite legitimate.
Okay, yeah.
And I said no.
Why do you think that, though?
I feel like he's got enough range where it makes sense in a music video setting.
For a 3-minute song,
yeah,
you don't think about it too much.
But when he's trying to do all this weird stuff with the orphans and stuff like that, I feel like it's all very one note and it's very cringy.
When you say weird stuff with the orphans, it's not what you think.
No, it's a really just a weird storyline.
Yeah,
which we will get to.
Yeah, but I think back to the Thriller video. I always do. Michael Jackson, I think Thriller.
Yeah.
I'm built that way. I've seen it once, the Thriller video. I don't care to see it again. It scares me, genuinely.
What?
It's creepy. I've not seen the full 15 minutes.
You just don't want to see the crazy eyes at the end, do you?
Oh, it scares me so much.
They're just like glass contacts, though.
I can appreciate what they are. I can appreciate the work that's gone into it. But I also don't like that bit in American Werewolf. Where he opens his eyes and his eyes look like
Again, I'm pretty sure they're glass contacts.
Again, creepy.
They're not real.
I appreciate that, but I don't like it. I used to have a CD of the Michael Jackson history of part 1.
That wasn't in it, was it?
It was. There was a little booklet in there, and it had the picture of that bit from the Thriller video
when he turns around and smiles.
Yeah.
And did that give you nightmares?
Well, I never liked it. I was very young when I was introduced to Thriller, by the way. Yeah,
I think I was, to be fair. And then my dad picked up the VHS of the making of Thriller.
We've got that upstairs.
We have, yeah. So that's a bit of memorabilia to have, I guess.
But I think he can act. The problem is, and I think when you become a mega superstar like Michael Jackson did, people don't say no to you.
Yeah.
If you're say it is self-funded, and you're paying everyone's wages, you're not going to say, oh, I don't agree with what you're doing here, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, somebody like him as well, who was a global mega superstar at this time, you've got a built-in fan base.
Yeah.
If they're watching and listening to anything you're doing, well, it's easy money for a studio if they're picking it up, because you've already got that base there.
Yeah. IMDb describes this as an anthology movie.
Oh.
I mean, okay, so concert movies do exist. Stop Making Sense is the big one.
Yeah.
The biggest one, I would argue. Why didn't he just film a concert?
I don't know.
Billie Eilish has got one out this week. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a moneymaker. Taylor Swift does it every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not unheard of. It could be done. Michael Jackson has never done it. Instead, he's done this. Now, he's clearly got an agenda to push. And I don't disagree with that agenda.
No.
Because it was popular at the time?
There was a very, very popular Say No to Drugs campaign.
So, or every cartoon character would go, say no to drugs.
Yeah, they even had Freddy Krueger doing it at one point for MTV.
The famous child murderer.
Yeah, so that we know what those movies are about. This is about a character that kills children, but drugs.
Yeah.
draw the line.
He draws the line.
We've got the Ninja Turtles doing it.
Hang on, whoa. I've seen Nightmare on Elm Street 3. He injects drugs into someone.
Into somebody.
And kills them.
Yeah, who has problems with,
Yeah.
Oh.
And he says no to drugs.
But kids ended up loving Freddy Krueger, so it made sense for people at the time to go, you know what, we might as well push him with this message.
Yes. This film starts with a couple of concerts.
Yeah, we get Man in the Mirror.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
You think it's overplayed?
Just because I'm somebody who has to listen to the radio all day at work.
Okay. That comes on a lot, does it?
It does come on quite a lot. I think it's probably that and Billie Jean are the two songs I probably hear the most.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
What about you?
Of Michael Jackson's?
Yeah.
I don't listen to the radio. I go searching for Jackson.
Okay.
So if I'm doing that, I'm putting...
So Jackson doesn't just find you. You have to go searching for him.
Yeah, exactly. I like his early stuff. I like Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and all that.
You like a bit of a 70s banger?
Yeah, a bit more Motown-y. I like the Jackson 5 stuff. I love the Jackson 5 stuff.
Oh, I do as well. I mean, to be fair, that particular segment was quite good because you can really appreciate his vocals at a young age.
And he was great.
Oh my God, yeah.
But it's weird to me that... Well, it's not weird to me. It's kind of how music evolved. But in one of the songs he was singing, I forget which one it was, his voice, his young voice, sounded very blues.
Yeah.
And if he'd have gone that way, fine. Mm-hmm. He wouldn't have been the mega superstar he is now, or was now.
Maybe he was just inspired by it the same way like Elvis was.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. And then his relationship with Quincy Jones, evolved and whatever. Mm-hmm. I don't think his music's bad. The problem is...
Bad as in the album.
See what I've bloody done there?
I see what you did.
But
Ow!
Why did he call it bad? Because everyone going, oh, Michael Jackson, what do your album is bad.
No, it's the name of the song because he's a bad guy.
Oh, but when on one of the TV reports on the thing, it said, and we're here with Michael Jackson's new album, it's bad. That's going to sell anything, is it?
Until you listen to it, and then you're like, oh, actually, this is fucking banging.
Going back to the Man in the Mirror section, it has all these events of, like, the events that shook the world. You got the Selma marches and things like that, Chernobyl and all that, peace.
Mother Teresa, yeah.
The end of the Cold War, all that stuff. Is Michael Jackson saying he did all that? No,
it's going in line with the Man in the Mirror message in the song. You've got to make that change.
If you want to make the world a better place.
Yeah. This is events where the world was a better place.
Yes.
Because obviously we've got these people going, they were stepping out of their zone and...
Take a look at yourself.
Yeah.
Make the change.
Yeah, so if you want to see more things like this, everything starts with you.
Okay. Can I tell you the other movie that comes to mind that starts with Man in the Mirror?
Superman.
No, it's not far off.
Iron Man.
It's the Lego Batman movie.
Oh, I nearly said Batman. I knew it was some superhero.
You didn't think it'd be Batman though, did you?
Oh, no.
Yeah. It's weird that it's got ties to this.
There's been too much Lego talk in our house recently.
We have been watching a lot of Lego Masters, I'll give you that. But also, this rise to fame with Michael Jackson, it's okay showing that montage of it. Mm-hmm. But at that point, you've used the majority of your best songs in this 5-minute segment. Mm-hmm. I say 5 minutes, it went on forever. And also, if you purchased Moonwalker on VHS and watched it for the first time, you are already aware of where Michael Jackson's journey ended.
Yeah.
So why do you need reminding?
Again, it's a vanity project for him to say, look where I came from, and here was where I am now. I'm kind of at the height of my fame during Bad. So I do kind of get that.
Okay.
However, I agree with you. It just went on for a little bit too long, but I guess he's had a lot of bangers. The problem is that the songs that come just after that aren't very good. Sorry to those who like them. I just don't think that they're anywhere near as strong. We do get... Okay, no. We get a shot-for-shot remake of Bad with children doing it. Yeah, but I'm talking about the later ones, like Speed Demon. Sorry, that doesn't...
I was going to segue into
Leave Me Alone. They don't hit anywhere near as much as those other songs in his early repertoire.
He's got new stuff to release, I guess.
Oh, but if you've got this platform now where you can do whatever you want, use bangers. Yeah, certified bangers.
So there's this... Yeah, the kids do Bad, and it's messy.
It's very messy.
In a way that, okay, they're very talented kids. That much is clear. However, a couple more rehearsals wouldn't have gone amiss.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of timing issues.
And also, just show us Bad.
Yeah, I suppose it's showing like that he started out as a child doing it.
Yeah.
He's kind of robbed of a childhood because of that.
He's still a child inside.
We see in later scenes the amusement park stuff.
Uh-huh.
I think what happened in his childhood clearly
Messed him up.
Yeah, even though it doesn't delve into that.
Uh-huh.
I've been told the movie doesn't delve into that as much as it could do as well.
You're talking about Michael?
Yeah, but we'll have to wait and see about that one.
It's time for a J. Jackson fact number 1.
There you go. So he had a hidden identity, apparently. He would sometimes disguise himself as a Jehovah's Witness, sometimes wearing a moustache to go door to door.
Okay. So the next bit of the...
That is an official fact, by the way.
That's a Jade Jackson fact.
Jackson fact.
Jackson fact. Okay, well, I want to dive into that because that's the first... but we've got to talk about Moonwalker.
I'm thinking of Book of Mormon now.
Sorry, are you Michael Jackson? No.
no. What's making you think that? The glove, sir.
Yeah, I'm Elder Jackson.
Also, the square underneath him's lit up as well.
It's got a glove on. It's got the fucking monkey. Anyway, okay, fine. And he just moonwalks away.
Holding Bubbles' hand, like.
That's ignorant. So, he was a kid. He's not a kid anymore.
Mm-hmm.
He leaves the set of, I assume it's the Warner Brothers lot. This is a Warner Brothers movie.
Yes. No Animaniacs were in this, though. Would it have gone up half a star if they'd have been there?
Correct, it would have done. The water tower was present. At that point, they would have been locked up.
Yeah, they would have been in there. So we know that they're around, and that's always makes us happy.
That's fine. The stop motion, the claymation.
This is by far, even though we know what's later to come, I think this is the worst part of this.
I think most of this is bad. And I mean,
I'm bad.
Not Michael Jackson bad. I think bad. It's just very bad. The claymation's weird. It wasn't unpopular at the time.
Yeah, that raisins stuff was...
Was it the California raisins or something? So it's very of that ilk, but also it's a bit...
Terrifying.
It's terrifying, yes.
Nightmare-inducing.
We could say that. Also,
therapy requiring.
Yeah. Any more?
They just came reeling out of my mouth. I'm quite impressed with that.
But it goes on forever. There's this kid and his grandma, and he's like, it's Michael Jackson, and his face turns like really grotesque, like something from a horror movie. But then they get out of the car, and they're just people in bobbleheads.
Yeah.
So...
It's given the same energy as the old movies where someone would fall off a building and then it'd be a dummy.
Yeah, it is. But also, just don't make them stop motion. Just don't do that.
But he clearly liked it.
What? I like stop motion, thank you. Make them stop motion, they're ignorant.
I guess it's another art form he clearly enjoyed.
What stop motion was around at that point?
Again, the raisins, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I love California raisins. I guess, maybe. Or the Noid. The Noid was in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know who the Noid is, because we're British and 30.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, but he turns into... Okay, there's a moment where he's being chased away by everyone. Everyone's running after him. He goes onto a set of a Western, and then this Western claymation thing's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to get you.
Yeah, we see no other claymation in this world, bar these weird characters on this... on this bus that chased him down, and then they're filming a Western. It's so strange.
It's filming the Western. There were 2 like go-go dancers there that he ran past who were like, oh, it's Michael.
Yeah.
Okay, and I was like, that's fine, great. But then he turns a corner, and then these 2 fat people on little mopeds chasing down this thing. One was called Biff, one was called Tyrone. I don't know why I know that.
I was going to say, Biff is quite an easy word to remember because you're thinking Back to the Future.
Yeah. The other one was Tyrone.
But I'm glad you remembered that.
Well, they had hats on that said their name. And there were Mickey Mouse ears. Did you notice that?
Well, I saw it. There were another callback to that, by the way.
Go on.
In a later scene.
Oh, we'll talk about it when we get to it. And so Michael Jackson's still being chased, and he's running forever, by the way.
Yeah, it takes him literally 5 to 6 business days to get away from these people.
Yeah. At this point, he's not done much moonwalking.
No.
And the film is called Moonwalker.
Yeah, we've hardly actually seen him do anything, bar it being stock footage of him doing stuff.
Yeah.
And the kids doing bad, which, again, is the like-for-like of his music video. So we've not actually seen him do anything until maybe 20 minutes in.
This should be called Moon Runner, because he does more running in this movie.
He really does, and more turning into cars and shit.
We'll talk about it. Oh.
Moon car.
Moon car. Car walker.
Car walker.
So, anyway, then he dresses in a he goes into the costume department of the Warner Brothers lot, And the Cowardly Lion mask was in there.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't spot it. I did. I noticed that anywhere. If that's in the room, I'm like, but the Cowardly Lion's in here. He puts the rabbit head on.
And then turns into a claymation rabbit.
Now, okay, it's a Warner Brothers cartoon.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny is Warner Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Why is he not in this movie?
I think it was best for everybody that he wasn't in this movie because it's not fair for Bugs to be tarred with this shit.
Do you think Bugs Bunny would have said no to this?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
He looked at them raisins and went, nah.
You not turning me into a California raisin?
Fuck off, Doc. No, he would not have been interested.
Okay. And then Speed Demon happens. We get the Speed Demon.
We do. What's even better is, though, when he comes out of this changing room with this bunny head on and he's changed into this character, the guards are still looking for Michael Jackson, not for a bunny. He could have just left, but no. He had to turn around and go, yoo-hoo.
Yeah.
Big summer blowout.
And then he did a typical Michael Jackson
cheeky
dance.
Little Michael shimmy.
That clearly only him can do.
Only him?
Yeah, well,
that only Michael is capable of doing.
If someone puts a bunny head on someone who can do a Michael Jackson dance routine, you're not going to be like, that's Michael Jackson. You'd be like, that's just some dickhead in a bunny costume doing that.
Yeah, but if you're looking for him and then that happens, well, then you know he's wearing a disguise and you'd chase him. But no, he thought, I quite like the attention. Oh, I want you to chase me.
Which is weird because of the song that appears after this.
Yeah.
So we've got the Speed Demon section, which is not very good. It's not a good song.
No, again, 5 to 6 business days it takes for this song to finally wrap up.
Yeah. And then he takes the rabbit suit off.
And has a dance off with it.
And he dances with, okay. California Raisin style. He's real. Michael Jackson, by the way.
Yeah.
And as real as can be. And...
Well, we're talking about what's real. Let me give you something that isn't real.
Oh...
So Michael Jackson, James Jackson facts.
Oh, okay, this is Jackson fact number 2.
Despite there being rumours about it being in the papers, it even alludes to it in the movie, he did not buy the bones of the Elephant Man.
Okay.
Nor did he even attempt to. So not quite sure where that came from. He did an interview with Oprah where he was asked about it and he said, look, no, why would I do that? Where would I even put them?
Wait. So the thing that stopped it was the fact that I've got nowhere to put this.
I've got nowhere to
John Merrick's bones.
I've got nowhere to put these bones in Neverland, actually. There's just no room.
There's too much. I've not got room, guys, for John Merrick's bones.
No, I can't store them, unfortunately.
Okay.
I can't even get a storage locker to put them in.
Damn. Can you imagine Storage Wars and they open Michael Jackson's storage container? It's got the bones of the Elephant Man in there and other things.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. That's second fact. Nice.
Tell you about things that are real and not real.
Speed Demon ends, and the whole thing about him being like, oh, chase me. Everyone's going, I still want attention. This film is about me. Look at all the papers, what all the papers have said. Look at all the concerts I've done. Look how many millions of people worship me. Mm-hmm. The next song we get is Leave Me Alone. Yeah,
because obviously he did then get the sensationalist tabloids.
Yeah.
To be fair, with those stupid stories like the one I've just said.
But if you are a fascinating human being, it's gonna happen.
Because there was just no one else quite like him, especially at the time.
Yeah.
And he was quite eccentric.
Was he?
Yeah, I mean, having the room, It's
got John Merrick's bones.
I mean, he built himself a fucking amusement park.
He did. That is a fact. Neverland Ranch.
So that must have been seen as being odd.
But yeah, because not many people have one.
But he even has the amusement park there. But it goes from being an amusement park into a freak show. So I think that must be how the papers make him feel. Or they're trying to promote him as being this weird freak.
Okay.
Because he later on is in a cage. Okay. Interestingly, with an elephant.
Yeah, he does.
And they're just dancing around.
He dances with the Elephant Man in that video. That video is not great. I mean, he saw the video for Sledgehammer, Peter Gabriel.
And went, I want to do my own version.
Yes, please. Same again. But Sledgehammer slaps. Sorry.
It does.
That's a great song. Great video. That's not a good song.
No.
At all. But finally we get a story happens now. And it's probably 45 minutes in.
Yeah, this is also the longest segment as well.
Right. Okay. The orphans. Well, no, actually, we shouldn't really talk about the orphans before addressing what happens first. So we've had the Leave Me Alone section, and then these 3 orphans see Michael Jackson exit his apartment.
Yeah, they're watching him from a roof.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's our friend Michael.
It's our friend Michael. And immediately, an army of people try and shoot him down.
Yeah, they're all just there with these like machine guns just shooting at him.
We've got no context at this point. We get it. It's fine. But that was the funniest thing in the movie.
It was so weird.
That's Michael Jackson. Let's shoot him dead.
And bearing in mind, this was like he'd just come out of a housing building where there's all of the shops and other bits and pieces around.
Yeah.
If there were people in those houses, that'd be unfortunate for them, but you wouldn't know because there's no one else on this set.
There's no one around, apart from these three orphans and Michael Jackson, which, elephant in the room.
It's weird.
It's weird. So, we get some context as to why people are after Michael Jackson. So, he's playing with these...
And this is an odd segment because for some reason he's dressed like Walt Disney.
Is that not what Neverland Ranch is? Does he see himself as a Walt Disney?
Maybe.
Was Moonwalker...
That's the thing. It's about being a kid, isn't it?
Was Moonwalker not his Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
No.
Okay. Would you not watch the MJCU, Michael Jackson Cinematic Universe?
I don't want to be collecting these random music videos like Infinity Stones, though.
Okay. You could. You could put them on one hand.
What would happen, though, when he snaps his fingers?
We daren't. It's not even worth thinking about.
No.
So, Michael Jackson's playing...
Unlimited moonwalking throughout the galaxy.
Everyone walks backwards.
Everybody walks backwards instead of forwards.
With one glove. Oh, I've only got one glove. My other hand is freezing.
So cold.
So cold. So he's playing with children in a field. No. And he's playing ball with his dog Skipper, and he loses.
It's all very odd because if these characters are orphans and they're made out to be orphan characters, they're friends with this random adult.
Yeah.
He's clearly got some dollar because of how he's dressed and where we see him come out of.
Yeah.
His house is clearly a nice building. Why aren't you helping them? I've got so many different questions about this.
So, okay, your problem is that he doesn't have his own orphanage and raising the children.
What's he doing to help? It's just so strange.
You could say the same about Bruce Wayne, though. It's weird that Bruce Wayne's cropped up twice.
Yeah, but I don't remember Bruce Wayne being weird playing in a field with orphans, though. That's never once appeared in one of those Nolan movies. Thank you.
Okay.
Maybe Nolan watched this first and went, you know what, I was going to write... He wrote that scene in and went, oh, no, I can't have Batman doing that.
Where they go...
I can't have Batman doing that.
Yeah. Oh, do you think he's doing it in the daytime? You think he's full Batman in? You don't think he's Bruce Wayne in? You think he's in the full get-up?
And then you get, Michael King coming in going, you've lost your ball.
Oh, yeah. You've lost... Anyway,
it's late as well, guys. By the way,
yeah. So this bit's very Little House on the Prairie-esque until they lose the ball and they lose the dog.
Yeah,
and somehow that ball has travelled a mile away.
Yeah, this ball has travelled about 2 weeks worth away. I don't know. It's so weird.
Yeah. So they find this little cave.
It's like a weird cabin building. Isn't it?
It does go Raiders of the Lost Ark for a little minute. Yeah. It's full of cobwebs, full of spiders. Not nice.
What kind of spiders, James?
Tarantulas, Chilean rose, thank you very much.
When they came on, James pointed at the screen and went, they are not poisonous.
They are not poisonous. If anything, they're more scared of you than you are of it.
Oh, how do you know that?
Well, you still have one. That's besides the point. And then...
Oh, wait, so you're the actual Spider-Man?
Correct. Anyway, is it true that Michael Jackson auditioned for Spider-Man?
I wouldn't be surprised. Nothing surprises me anymore. Let me check my facts and see if he's there.
Is it one of your facts?
No. However, Jackson did not invent the moonwalk. He adapted it from street dancers he saw in his hometown.
Okay. So he's a thief. So he's a crook.
Jackson fact 3.
Yeah. So, in this cave of wonders, there is a drug lab. And Joe Pesci's in there with an army of people. But the entrance to the drug lab is that Raiders of the Lost Ark cave, which implies everyone down here lives there.
Yeah, and that cave, where they're living, by the way, is absolutely immaculate. It is spotless. It's very futuristic. Everything's silvers and metals. This cave you have to go to get there, it's just full of cobwebs that you actually have to rip apart.
Yeah, so it takes, and that takes a while for them to be like that. So Joe Pesci went in there 20 years ago.
Must have done. But somehow he's managing to sell drugs.
Not just drugs, Jade. Bugs and drugs.
Why bugs and drugs? How are the spiders? Are spiders going to be the new drug dealers now?
It's never explained. But there's all these tarantulas around, and Joe Pesci is trying to sell drugs to everyone in the world. He wants everyone in the world to be addicted to drugs, and the bugs are also there.
So strange. It'd have been better off if he'd have made all drug dealers want bugs instead.
Okay.
That'd have been a better idea.
So everyone just likes creepy crawlies?
Yeah. That is less harmful to the world. I don't want drugs anymore.
But
that's
nowhere near as
tarantula.
profitable. Also, maybe he wasn't a drug dealer at first. He just had an abundance of tarantulas and bugs.
I went, you know what, we're just going to slap these together.
I can't shift these tarantulas and bugs.
His plan's very cats and dogs. It's
very bugs and drugs, thank you very much.
Oh.
Anyway, he's got this big fucking ponytail at the back of his head.
That gave me the ick.
Now, Joe Pesci is friends with the Jersey Boys, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons.
Mm-hmm.
We know that, me and you, as a fact. That's not a Jackson fact, that's a Pesci fact. It's weird that his career has this on his CV.
It really is, especially when he was about to do Home Alone as well.
He was about to do Home Alone. I think he was just off the back of My Cousin Vinny, which he won the Oscar for.
He's better than this.
He's better than this.
He gives it his all, to be fair.
But why is he here? He's friends with Jackson.
It's the same question I asked myself about everyone who cameos in the fucking Spice Girls movie. Why are you here?
That's interesting, because that had a story. This does not.
Well, this is a storyline in this bit.
What, bugs and drugs?
It's I never said it were good, but it's trying to do it.
Okay, fine. And Joe Pesci sees Michael Jackson, this orphan, is like, right, he's public enemy number one. Let's kill Michael Jackson. So that's the context of why everyone hates Michael Jackson. Not the other things. Bugs and drugs.
So clearly he's stumbled upon their plan.
Yeah.
So he's going after Michael.
Yes. Michael Jackson runs a lot.
He does a lot of running.
In the next 10 minutes, he does, yeah.
Because it then flashes straight back to him at the original scene when these gunmen came out of nowhere. He's running for about 10 business days, and then he ends up in a dead end. Oh, by the way, while this is all happening, all the kids are looking at him from the same rooftop as well.
Yeah. And they can see it all.
They can see everything very closely from this one rooftop.
Yeah.
What happens once he's caught in this dead end, James? Tell me.
I honestly forgot about this. He's being chased by dogs. He's being chased by everyone. Everyone hates him. He runs into this dead end, and Michael Jackson, the singer, the pop star, turns into a vehicle.
It's very Back to the Future. Very odd.
It's Transformers-esque. Did you see it? I can't remember. You see a shadow of it, maybe?
Yeah, you see him kind of bending, like holding his stomach and bending over, and he just bends into a car, clearly. I'd have liked to have seen an American Werewolf kind of scene where we see him slowly grow wheels. Although it showed his exhaust and it was drippy. And I'd have slept better without seeing that, truth
What
be
does
told.
that imply? Oh.
I don't know.
You've seen Michael Jackson's exhaust and it's drippy.
Drippy exhaust.
Oh, God. And it's hanging off. Like, at that point, I was like, okay. And I knew this film was weird. I didn't know it would be this weird.
Yeah. And this, by the way, this car as well, it flies past all these people that have got him cornered in this dead end.
And it goes so fast.
But then they still managed to catch up with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Driving at a regular fast speed, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
A car that flies, but okay.
It's very Men in Black, that bit. You know, that car bit where they go on, don't press the red button and it goes upside down.
That's a later film, though.
Yeah, but is it weird that Michael Jackson appeared in Men in Black 2?
Well, we need to find out about what his character apparently is, so... Or is at least it's alluded to, so I'm not surprised he's a...
Oh, you think it's a connected universe?
I'm absolutely certain it is.
Okay, we'll get to it. I forget what happened then, because I think I was having
the orphans then randomly appear outside a club that says the 30s Club.
Club 30s, yeah.
Also, why is an adult asking 3 children to meet him at a 30s club?
It's not worth thinking about, Jade, thank you very much. The elephant in the room's really aggressive looking. Anyway. But that's a club, and they go into the club, and it's all defunct, and, you know...
It's all run down.
It's run down, it's not great, it's not looked after.
Looks like the Jumanji factory.
It looks like the Jumanji factory, yeah. That's a weird flex that you just said that.
I know.
Anyway, so Michael Jackson gets there, turns back into Michael Jackson.
With a costume change, because when you turn into a car, when you uncar yourself, your costume changes. Did you not know that?
When you uncar yourself?
Yeah.
Is a sentence I never thought you'd say.
Neither did I, but today I saw it.
Here we are. So he goes into the Club 30s, and everyone's in there.
Yeah, it changes all of a sudden. There is all these people in there. It's very reminiscent of Sinners. Obviously, Sinners is a later film. We know it's not
Yeah.
wasn't used in this.
Sinners, by the way, takes no inspiration from Moonwalker. Don't worry about it. Michael Jackson fact before we talk about the next bit.
He did not want to be buried in his famous sparkling glove, as he said it represented Billie Jean rather than himself. That's interesting. I wonder if he saw himself as having an alter ego. You know, like how Beyonce does.
What do you mean?
So Beyonce has Sasha Fierce. That's her alter ego when she's on stage.
Oh, I thought that was her name.
No.
Okay.
And then you've got, maybe he felt Billie Jean was his.
No, Billie Jean is not his lover. She's just a girl.
He claims that he's the one.
But the kid's not his son. Everyone knows that.
If you're on Jerry Springer, he would be able to tell you.
Have we got the lyrics wrong and said Billie Jean is not Michael Love?
Jerry Springer knows if he's your son.
Okay.
This is so weird.
This is a weird podcast and I don't like it.
It's weird because the movie is weird.
Yeah, it is what it is. Smooth Criminal happens now.
And guys,
everything we've talked about is almost forgiven.
It's almost erased with this bit.
It is erased, because I was watching this whole Smooth Criminal bit and I completely blanked. I was in the moment. I was like, Smooth Criminal is so fucking good.
And it was that I remembered from my childhood.
Yeah.
It absolutely blew me away. I remember thinking, fucking hell, this is great.
Don't get us wrong, it's still a bit weird.
Yeah.
There's a bit where someone's shot. Michael Jackson shoots someone, and he goes flying into a wall, and he disappears.
It's very Who Framed Roger Rabbit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very cartoon-esque.
Yeah, cartoon-esque, I guess, yeah, sure. But it's fucking good. The choreo is good. The song is amazing. What's not to like about that?
Yeah, and do you know what? The rest of the dancers in it, they ate. They were fucking amazing.
Yeah, everything's fine.
And they're committed 100%.
It's almost worth it for that. I would say it is worth it for that.
Yeah.
Because, again, it's Smooth Criminal. It's like 10 minutes too long again.
But you know what, guys? Just watch that on YouTube. Don't watch the rest of this.
But you don't get the context of him being a car before he goes in.
That it doesn't matter. You don't need to know he was a car.
And honestly, it's tainted that video for me. I was living my life, Smooth Criminal is great. That's a good little music video there. I didn't know 5 minutes before he was a car.
But remember, he uncarred himself.
Thank you.
You think of that now, every time you listen to that song.
I'm gonna think every car is Michael Jackson.
Oh.
If I see a car with a glove on, I'd be like,
No cars with drippy exhaust then.
Stop saying drippy exhaust. Anyway, then he starts shooting up. Michael Jackson starts shooting up the place.
Yeah, because for some reason, Joe Pesci's gang are all here, but they're all outside the windows at the top of the building. None of them decide to be blocking any of the exits.
Well, there's only one exit.
Exactly, so why not block that fucking door?
Joe Pesci's not smart. You can't even... You saw what happened in Home Alone. A kid fooled him. You know what I mean?
He did.
Twice.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, not a smart guy. And also, he said yes to this. Not a smart man. Just Joe Pesci in general. And you know what? At him. Joe Pesci, if you're listening, come on, man.
The way that weird little plait is on his head, it looks like a turd.
Yeah. Do you think that was Joe Pesci's idea?
I hope not.
I hope so. Kind of gives it...
Oh, it's creepy and odd.
Yeah, but so is this film.
It's creepy and odd.
It's creepy and odd, but Smooth Criminal's in there, so it's fine.
Yes, it changes everything. But yeah, he leaves the club after that. If he's finally caring about what's happening with these orphans, he has to meet them there. Not that he was actually looking for them during the Smooth Criminal bit at all.
Yeah. He spent most of the time asking Annie if she was okay. And
do you know what? He never establishes if she is completely okay. Well, he says that she's doomed, so I doubt it. Do you know what I mean? He says you were struck down, it was her doom or something, but then going, are you okay? Well, no, because you know she's already been struck by that Smooth Criminal. It's late.
Jackson fact number 4, please.
Oh no, I can't keep doing this. It's actually a good one, and we touched on it earlier in the podcast, which really we should have mentioned sooner.
Okay.
He donated all royalties from Man in the Mirror to charity, and founded a burn centre after a Pepsi commercial accident, which they mentioned in that, which he didn't sue for.
Oh, inside job.
No. By the way, Pepsi, if you ever burn me, I will be suing you.
I won't. You get free Pepsi, though.
I don't drink Pepsi.
Well, okay. So the rest of the film becomes a bit of a blur, but here's how it went in my head, okay?
Yeah, so you explain to me what happens after he leaves the club, in your head.
He leaves the club, and again, he's running, I think. He did a lot of that. And then he's caught. He's cornered, everyone's surrounding him.
This is a guy, by the way, who can turn into a car. Has been caught by regular men.
Right, yeah. No. Not regular men. It looks like they're dressed like some sort of super soldier.
Again, a man who can turn into a car.
surrounded by men.
That have just managed to take him away.
Is this a fetish movie?
No, it's weird.
Anyway, surrounded by men.
So I keep saying surrounded by men.
And then he starts changing, Jade.
Well, not yet. We get to the evil lair first. We get Joe Pesci doing what he wanted to do to Macaulay Culkin in Home Alone and just twatting that girl around the head.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
all off camera, but we know it's happening.
Yeah, I forgot about that bit because he was going to inject the drugs into orphan number 1, whose name I forget. Kelly?
Katie?
Cassie?
I think it's Katie.
Okay. And Michael Jackson's like, no, don't do that.
And then what happens, James? Explain it to me.
Michael Jackson turns silver and then gets big and bigger still. And then he's some sort of Megazord, like you would find in a Power Rangers or a Transformers movie.
A weird kind of...
An Iron Man.
Robot spaceship man?
Now, is Michael Jackson okay?
I think you can just do that.
Yeah, I agree. Also, it's weird to me that is a... Would that be a toy? Would that be a toy?
Do you know if you got bought that for Christmas, how would you feel?
Well, I don't want Michael Jackson for Christmas, thank you.
No, if you got that toy for Christmas of him like that, would you be scared?
The Michael Jackson Megazord?
Mm-hmm.
No, I kind of like that. But no one takes a shot at him until Joe Pesci starts freaking out. But all
because
these people...
they're all as shocked as we are. Everyone's like, why the fuck is Michael Jackson doing that?
What's his name is Michael Jackson saying he's playing himself.
Well, they were all calling him Michael, so I assume so. Okay. But also, bearing in mind, we have not seen any other people on these streets when he was running.
Yeah.
The cops are alluded to because they mention it.
Yeah.
Because one of the orphans goes, let's call the cops.
One asks for his autograph when he's dancing with that rabbit.
But that's way before. That were in a different universe. That was in a different story to this.
Oh, you don't think these are all one coherent thing?
It's odd. I doubt it. And if it is, that's weird. But if the police are in this universe, where the fuck were they? Joe Pesci's been shooting up all these buildings downtown. They didn't turn up.
Even if the police showed up, they would be out of their depth.
But they would usually show up, right?
Well, I'd argue so, yeah. But if Michael Jackson turns into a Megazord...
Well, you wouldn't need him then.
You don't need him, yeah.
But surely they would be alerted to the noise. The army would probably be alerted to the noise.
But there's no one around. Michael Jackson owns his neighbourhood, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, it's so fucking odd. He's a robot. He fucking does like a hee-hee scream.
No, he starts going, ah! And then everyone's face explodes. Apart from Joe Pesci's, because he stood directly in front of him. Armless, by the way. Michael Jackson has weapons. Mm-hmm. He's fully armed.
I thought you meant that he was armless. He didn't have any arms. I was like, he did.
Yeah, no. When I say he has arms, I mean he has 2 arms and also he's fully loaded. Yeah. But he doesn't kill Joe Pesci outright. Instead, he keeps turning into some sort of spaceship, and that spaceship decides to start leaving the planet because Michael Jackson is not of this Earth, which is weird because he wrote Earth Song. And but then Joe Pesci rocks up with a...
How is that weird? We wrote a song called Venus, and none of us live on Venus.
That's the god, though, isn't it?
Yeah, to be fair, it's not about the planet.
It's not about the planet Venus.
The planet's got it!
Oh, you think it's the women's razor. Anyway, yeah, so he turns into Joe Pesci's got this big fuck-off gun, which is very reminiscent of the gun from Batman and Robin. Thank you very much.
And the scenes where he's actually in this weird lair to use this massive gun is very Star Wars-esque. What did you say it was? Jabba's...
It looked very Jabba's Palace. Very big doors, yeah. But Joe Pesci is just a drug dealer. That's it. He's not king of the drugs.
Maybe he was king of the drugs. There's been no bugs, by the way.
I've seen 0 bugs this whole time. I
saw bugs because when they kidnapped Katie, her teddy had loads of tarantulas on. Who the fuck was placing them there?
I think that's one guy's job.
It's like, I've left that teddy bear there. Let's got
that big gun. We've got Tarantula Boy.
Yeah, where's our resident tarantula man? He's just got this crate he wheels out with them all in.
I'll just be a minute.
Please, my
don't mind me. I'm just going to put another one on you. They won't bite. Jackson fact number 5, please.
So he was apparently a close friend to Brooke Shields, who he once dated and took to award shows.
She farted once on the set of Blue Lagoon.
I think it's Terrence and Phillips slapping her.
Yeah. And then Joe Pesci is ended because he shoots Michael Jackson from the sky, and you think Michael Jackson's not a spaceship anymore, but he still is. And
what a weird sentence.
I think most of this is a weird sentence. And then Michael Jackson's like, oh, okay, I'm going to my home planet.
Well, he doesn't say anything. After Joe Pesci's been blasted away, he just decides to very slowly drift through the sky and then go home to his planet, because we get the orphan's crying, going, bye, Michael.
Yeah, he's going
Thank
home.
Thank you, he's going home. It's so weird.
E.T., it's E.T., isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. But then his friend, he's with the kids again. I can't remember how.
Oh, they're all sad. And they're just in the street, just chilling. He comes back. And they wish on a star to see him again. And he just appears out of the mist.
Like a creepy man.
Just with he's got his overcoat on and he's got his hands in his pockets. I think he thinks it looks more cinematic than it does.
I look really cool now. Got my hands in my pockets. I have one glove.
He didn't have the one glove on.
I don't know. And then he's like, all right, come with me, kids.
He takes them back to Club 30s.
Yeah.
You need to stop doing that, Michael.
Stop doing that, Michael. Elephant in the room again. And then he's like, oh, don't be scared of plugs. That was in this.
No, that's not why. They go into Club 30s and the same thing happens again. All that it transforms, but it transforms into a concert, not back into the club we've initially seen.
Yeah.
Into a random actual concert behind the scenes.
Yeah, it's a backstage thing. It's a backstage, but again, there's no one around.
No.
It's not very well looked after either.
Or lit.
Yeah. There's rats. Look into that, Michael. Health and safety nightmare. That's what I'm saying.
So yeah, that's a problem. That is, Michael.
They would chew through those cables like there's no tomorrow, honestly. And then they're at a Michael Jackson concert. We don't see those kids again.
No, Michael just starts doing his last number, and then he's like, "Fuck you!"
And to rub salt into the wound, the last song in this isn't one of his.
Well, he owned it then.
Tell us more.
So he purchased a lot of the back catalogue for the Beatles. He actually outbid Paul McCartney for it. He's also cited this "Let's Come Together" as being one of his favourite songs of the Beatles.
He sings "Come Together" by the Beatles.
So we've had basically all of his music played throughout this movie, and then he's ended it
on a cover of the Beatles.
Of a cover of someone else's song. Yeah.
But the lyrics are "Come Together"
over me
right now, over me. Which, I mean, Michael, you're not helping yourself.
No, but me and you were just laughing at some of the lyrics in it, weren't we? We liked it. Evil Sideboard was one of our favourite ones.
We watch movies with the subtitles on. It's just who we are.
We're old.
It's come on, you guys know Come Together. You come on flat tap. You got, it's gibberish. It doesn't make any sense. But Michael Jackson, his infinite wisdom, just randomly goes, "He's an evil sideboard," and I just thought, I want to hear that sideboard story. Yeah,
what made him evil?
Yeah, the existence of evil sideboard means that there's another sideboard fighting a good one. Yeah.
Well, it was all of it. It was because later on in his songs, he kind of improvises some of what he sings.
Is that why they go on for 20 minutes?
I think so.
Yeah.
So I think he was just screaming any old stuff towards the end.
Yeah, but evil sideboard?
I don't know. I don't know the original song enough, to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Well, this film is a metaphor for the battle of good versus evil sideboard.
Yeah. I mean, he mentions a lot about the tabloids and how he's treated and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It goes kind of into his childhood and bits and pieces. It's just a passion project that he wanted to do because he had the money.
You shouldn't give anyone too much money because they'll just keep making Moonwalkers of themselves.
But at the end credits, we get, again, a song that isn't his own, but absolutely slaps.
Yeah, no, I want to talk about this. This is a song called "The Moon Is Walking," so, fair. Written and performed by Ladysmith Black Mambazo. Ladysmith Black Mambazo, a very good African choir.
Mm-hmm. They're one of your favourite CDs.
My dad's favourites, yeah. We used to have all the cassettes of them because they sang stuff for like the Rugby World Cup. I don't know if you remember it when it came out. Very good, nice, mellow, just beautiful music. But they're not in the rest of the movie. They are not in Smooth Criminal. Maybe they are, I don't know.
They're on that set, though. They're on the Smooth Criminal set. Yeah. All in costume.
So they've got suited up. Maybe he was a fan. Maybe Jackson was like, just end my movie. Just do it.
And to be honest, they ended it with they were like, you know what, here you are.
Yeah, we let the credits play on that.
We're going to be the entirety for all of you.
Absolutely. And you know what? I can almost forgive this movie for what it is. Because it's nonsense, Jade. Mm-hmm. It is.
Is it evil sideboard nonsense?
Oh, I saw, out of 10, how many evil sideboards would I give this out of 10? At least one evil sideboard.
Because I asked you what you're going to give this out of Letterboxd.
I've yet to rate it. Because I can't. Because in my head, I'm like, oh, that bit where he turned into a car. That bit where he was just talking about himself for 20 minutes. That bit where he took these orphans into a concert and then just ignored them. All that's there. But then you've got Smooth Criminal and you've got this Moon is Walking song that ends it. And I'm just like, those two things are so good.
I've said I'm going to give it 1 star purely for Smooth Criminal and for that and for the last number because they were great. But you can't forgive the rest of it.
Which is weird to me because was it last year we watched The Wiz?
I only gave that 1/2 star because I didn't enjoy it.
So you like The Wiz less than this?
Yeah.
Despite the fact that The Wiz has more people than Michael Jackson in it and it has a cohesive storyline and arguably more bangers than this.
No, this had... We've still got the montage and I got Dirty Diana, so that makes me happy.
But in a montage?
I don't care, I got it.
Okay.
Also, Smooth Criminal's better than that entire movie.
Yes, then why have we watched that? Why have we not just sat at home and watched the Smooth Criminal video?
We should do next time, 1.5 hours of Smooth Criminal.
We just on repeat until we get the numbers up. Yeah. I don't know, Jade. I don't know what I'm going to give this out of.
By the way, bearing in mind I'm scoring both of these. Well, I scored The Wiz lowly and I will be scoring this as well.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that I don't think there's talent in this or that they've got really good members of... Like, they've got really good dancers, there's some really good costumes. There is, and I can completely understand that, but for my personal enjoyment, I just can't give it higher.
Okay. Stop giving Michael Jackson creative control. Well, we have done.
Over his music videos, fair enough.
Yeah, because that Smooth Criminal bit is magnificent.
And we've seen him do great music videos.
Yeah.
And he clearly had a load of ideas as well that he wanted to do and went, I'm just going to throw them all into a movie.
Yeah.
Because Bad's coming out. And even in the end credits, you get a... These are my album kind of thing.
Yeah. Is Bad his best album?
I prefer Bad to Thriller.
I prefer Thriller to Bad.
Ooh, which one is better?
Ooh.
You should put that on as a story.
Okay,
which album's better, Thriller or Bad?
I should do. Thriller's going to win.
Oh, just because Thriller itself is a great song.
Yeah, but so's Bad.
Is Thriller more iconic, though?
The Thriller video is, yeah.
I think the song is, because they caught that out every Halloween.
Yeah, because it's Thriller.
It is like the quintessential up there. Thriller and Ghostbusters are the 2 songs that are played everywhere every Halloween.
Yeah. But
No one just cracks out Bad, do they?
Not at Halloween, no.
You mean, Bad's a song you don't really hear at discos or anything like that. It's usually the likes of Billie Jean.
Don't stop till you get enough.
Yeah, it's mainly the Motown stuff, because that always fills the dance floor, because it's really feel good.
Yeah. Blame it on the movie.
Blame it on the movie.
Blame it on the movie, yes. Is this better than Space Jam?
No.
No. Is it worth a watch?
When it comes to my space movies, I don't want no moonwalking. I want my space jamming. Oh, yeah.
Someone's got a new catchphrase.
Yeah. Guys, it's late.
Is it worth a watch?
No.
I would say it is. Just to see how just...
bonkers it is, I guess.
That man is. Because all of this is clearly from his head. It's written by him. It's a good insight as to who he is.
Actually, no, I take that back. It's probably good for a 1 watch because, again, there's been so much creativity in this. It's worth it for some of that alone.
Uh-huh.
I think everyone would get something from this.
Yeah.
But it's probably from that Smooth Criminal video, which, to be fair, you could get from watching on YouTube.
Yeah, just watch Smooth Criminal on YouTube.
And you could save yourself some time.
Yeah. But also Joe Pesci with a weird ponytail.
Oh, no.
Thank you for making me watch Moonwalker. That was fun.
You're very welcome.
I am actually... I'm a different man.
Well, you was wanting to watch space movies recently after
That's
Project
not what
Hail
I meant.
Mary. Well, there you go.
Okay.
You got a spaceship, didn't you? What more can you ask for?
Yeah, you're not wrong. Okay, fine. On that logic, fair. But this was a pickle, this one. This was weird.
Imagine if this was Project Hail Mary and you was trying to...
Keep it together.
No, imagine if you was trying to explain it to Rocky.
Oh, okay.
If this was one of the movies you had
Yeah.
on that spaceship and you had to explain it to Rocky, imagine how hard that would be.
I'd argue I've struggled to explain it this entire episode. So, we don't know what's going to be next. It's probably going to be more something of this ilk, something weird.
My maternity leave is just bringing out all the weirdness on streaming services because I feel like I've kind of gone through a lot of the really good stuff.
Okay, so we're in the dregs now, guys.
Yeah, we're getting there, guys.
Yeah, but we'll see you when we see you. This was Moonwalker. Thank you.
Hee hee.